I discovered that taking one day off during the week has been a complete game changer for my weekly productivity. Earlier in the past, I always thought I have to be consistent and productive every single day. And the benefit of doing that 7 days a week is that because it's spread out over more days, I don't have to be as intense. But eventually I discovered, well, this kind of doesn't work out. It's always like there's never a break. It's always like it's ongoing, ongoing. Kind of like running a marathon that you never get to stop. So I decided to do something different by saying, what about on the weekend or at least on a Sunday, take a break, just don't worry about anything. Let's see what happens. I thought things would get worse, but I was surprised that things got a lot better. Let me explain. Most likely, if you're like me, you have a high expectation of yourself, but that does require a lot of energy, kind of drains you. So having that one day just designated for no pressure, just recharge, relax, allows me to head into Monday and the following days throughout the work week and be very productive. I also changed my mindset to be similar to a business. When they sell a product, there's going to be a certain amount that's defective, something's wrong with it, they have to give a refund. And rather than trying to recoup that money from the customer when they're a little bit upset, it's already included in the cost when they're selling the product originally. So the same thing can carry over to how I look at my weekly schedule. I'm like, well, I already know that one day of the week is going to be kind of a loss or a relaxation day. So therefore, I need to make sure that the other 6 days is more productive and I get more done. And honestly, I just feel so much better throughout the week. I thought I was going to feel worse because I'd have less time, but no, it provides me with a lot more mental clarity, even about big life decisions. It's almost like I'm taking a time out saying, okay, nothing else in the world matters. All these big problems, not a thing, because this is my cool down period. Similar to running a car for too long or a computer, like this is the cool off time and it feels great. And I was concerned that I would get lazy and it would just start to snowball and be even more, because if I take one day off, what's to stop me from taking 2, 3? You get the idea. But I found it to be the complete opposite. It's similar to what they say in other entrepreneur videos where they talk about if you have a task that needs to get done ASAP, you don't give it to the person with the least amount on their plate. You give it to the person with the most deadlines because they're going to get it done the quickest. And I feel like that carries over. When all of a sudden I know that, okay, I only have 6 days to get all these tasks and goals done, I'm more effective. It's almost like I'm putting my own constraints and deadlines, and I don't feel that I have the ability to really expand it out. Kind of like when you go to school and you have to do a homework assignment and it could be due in 2 weeks, but you only do it with only 2 days left. It's kind of the same thing. You can really crunch down the time, get a lot more done, and then have an extra day to recharge. And everybody's life is different. Maybe you got family, kids, or other responsibilities, and you can't find time to take a full day off. Fair enough. But perhaps you can find a section of time dedicated every single week. So on this channel, I focus on improving self-discipline and taking small, actionable steps that really do improve your life. So I felt a little bit dumb just saying like, yeah, take a Sunday off, because I feel like so many people do it. But at the same time, in this hustle culture, you gotta grind, you gotta go 100%. I feel like it's really worth just stating it's okay to take a day off and don't feel like you're gonna be completely behind, that you're gonna be unproductive, because sometimes it's just a matter of figuring out what works for you, and that's what's working for me. So if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe, and as in the words of Peter Parker, I'm trying to do better.
How are you? Trying to do better.